been a while since I've put in a big wheels turning video. There's a couple things I wanted to do today. I got my cool back waist belt, and I wished I would have had it for my last ride. It's really quite the handy thing. Let me get it down here. Made in America, down in south of Portland, and just kind of center the overlap here, the folds. Stick the loop through the heavy duty, I don't know, it's either probably aluminum or steel ring right here, and then just cinch it up. And I was using it here. You can see the width, and it's made of a couple layers of heavy, some sort of plastic with weaving, so you can see right through it. But let me reset up here so you can see what it looks like when I'm sitting on the bike. When I'm sitting here, it's riding just about right. It's above my high seat that I've got, and right in the small of my back, and it gives me a lot of support. I can just kind of relax right into it, and it settles in. So I'm going to have this as a keeper, and I'm going to get me another one. They've had some other ones for working around the home, so I don't ruin this one and getting it dirty or chainsaw dust or whatever. I can't wait to use this or something like this with my chainsaw the next time I use it. But what I was setting out to do today was take out the center side stand switch, which I've been having some sticky wicket problems with it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that out, and we'll show you the process. Okay, the first thing we got to take off is this guy. And then get out your handy dandy, either the one that comes in the pack or your own. And this is what, 4mm? Yeah. Allen. Take out, you got 3 screws along here. And just toss them up here because we're going to be just pulling off this bottom panel. And you got the one in the back here. I'll leave that on the floor. And there's one up in the front under the bottom panel here. Pop rivet down here on the side, and this is the one you want to remember that it's always going to be a little different. It's a little, I believe this is the one. This one's a little thicker than normal, and so I'll put it back by the back screw here too. I did have to take off the tuning fork panel because underneath, and on the shoe, there we go, there's a Phillips screw on the leading edge here. So, okay, get the side stand switch in behind in here, and then this cord comes up to a plug that's right here, and it's behind the bracket that holds the canister, the carbon canister for the fuel evaporative system. So let me get in the way and cuss off camera. Well, it was a little more involved than what I thought it was going to be. I had to take off the A and B panels up here over the air filter in order to get this big side panel back because everything else had screws in behind. So I've got a clear access now to the plug for the side stand. I figured it out where the little plug comes together. There's a slot on top. You can take a little screwdriver and stick down in there, and it lifts up the latch, or you push it down and it comes apart now. So I've got the service manual out, and the wires match up, but I noticed when I turn this thing over, water's, I don't know if you can see it on my finger or not, water's dripping out of the, must be the hose. Well, I got the little rascal out, and it's a cast. It's pretty heavy. And it's got some little screws I'm going to open up, and I think I got most of the water out of the thing. That's interesting. It's got some tape down at the bottom here. I don't know what that's for. Must be wear. And if you can see that or not, you got the little white plate here that's got 2 contacts on it, and here's the sliding. Ooh, don't lose that little bar, Ward. Okay, and it's just a little bar that slides up and down in a plastic track, and I need to put some more, it smells really bad. I need to put some more lubrication on the inside for that little block. I took my hemostats and pulled the springs out, and there's another little one that sets in this wedge right here that pushes this little brass U-shaped thing up and down on the switch. And by looking at the inside, it's all know if you can see in there or not, it's got some white corrosion on it, especially around the shaft. Now I don't know if this is, it should have been sealed by the little rubber gasket around the side of the plate here on top, but it's all corroded, and so I don't know what the likelihood of this, so I'm going to try to, it's kind of stiff, and so I think that was one of my problems with that. Every once in a while when it got hot out, the little side stand switch would stick on me. So I'm going to get something in here to clean some of the schmutz off. I'll see what it takes to get it off. It's sealed on the end, so you can't really take it apart. It's a throwaway item, but I never throw anything away. So you should be able to get all the corrosion out of it, a little scraping, and I got some special tools from years ago, and a little bit of white lithium and a little bit of silicone spray on the cylinder here. Put the white lithium on the inside, but just wipe it out. You just need a coating in there. So it's much freer now. I'm going to go ahead and put it back together, and hopefully I won't have any problems with this, but at least it's something I know that can be fixed, and you can do it yourself at home. Cleaning this little brass thing, just hold it in your fingers and just rub it back and forth on your Levi's, and it gets all the corrosion off, and it's nice and shiny now. It can go back in on this little spring that it sits on. There. Mucho better. And then do the same thing with the little contacts on the other side. Yeah, nice and clean now. Let me go ahead and put it back together, and we'll get on with it. I think one of the reasons I was getting water down in here, there's two pieces of sleeve, or tubing sleeve here. This outer one here fits over the inner one that goes into the switch, and they have it taped together here with just electrical tape. So this is acting, any rain or water or cleaning the bike or whatever was getting down in here and filling up. Well, I've got it back in place and it's functioning, and I put a little bit of, or a little tie strap around the upper part of the tube, the sleeving, to crimp it down to limit the amount of water that it can get in. I was also noticing back in here to where I'll have to get into, as you know, I've had some problem with some kind of T-max fever Rosie gets when she's hot. And I see now where the temperature thermostat is. The thermostat, and next to it is the temperature sensor for the control module. And I'll have to come in from the other side on that. And that'll be another thing. So I forgot I was wearing my cool back belt the whole time. It feels good. So so much for this. I'll put the panels back on and see you again.